Hello and welcome to section 3 in our series of installation of our beach wheel conversion kits. It's best to watch this video in full screen mode, and if you like the content, hit the like button and subscribe button below. Today we'll talk about putting this kit together here, and in previous sections we've gone through installation of these black axle brackets. And in this case, we were able to use all 4 U-bolts, so we have the maximum grip there. Let's get started. First, we'll slide the axle through the axle bracket on one side, and then we'll come through these series of spacer tubes. And these spacer tubes serve the purpose of keeping the rear support frame tube in place. Slide it all the way across through the metal tube, all across the other spacers, and then out the other side. And you want to stick it through far enough so we've got enough width here so that the wheel can slide onto the axle. We'll check that on this side, install the wheel, and then we'll look for the wheel retention pinhole in the end of the axle, and we know we've got that. We're moving to the other side. Since one is set, we know the other side is set, so we'll come back and we'll tighten up these U-bolts. I'll leave them a little loose when you're threading that axle across so that the axle can move across easy. Now we know we've got it in proper position, and we can snug up all the nuts. Put that other rear wheel on and lock it in place with the pin. Okay, we're done with the rear of the chair. Now let's address the front. We have the center support tube, which will insert into the metal loop there. And then we'll put the other support tab in from the other side. This can be mounted on top of the horizontal frame tube or on the bottom, depending on the geometry of your frame and your level stance. In this case, we're going to mount it on top. And once we have it in place, we'll put the U-bolt in, followed by the washers, and finally the nuts. Finger tight for the moment, and then we'll come out back to make sure that this distance is equidistant here and here, as well as forward here and here. These should be the same distances. Once those are set, we can take the 10 millimeter lock on the socket and tighten those up. And finally, we'll come back. There's a set screw underneath here, and we'll tighten those up so that these can't slide. Same on both sides. Next, we'll insert the front caster arm. Multiple adjustment opportunities. We usually go for 1, 2, or 3, but it depends on how far out in front you want that caster. You do that by sticking the wire lock pin through the tube and out the other side, and then lock it on the end of the tip. And finally, we'll install the front caster wheel, and the way we do that is slide it in there and slide the pin across. That's it. I'll show you one other tip. You can change this around and mount this, instead of sloping up like this, we can have it sloping down like this. That way we can change the geometry if we need to, just by popping the cap out, putting it there, inserting the swivel bushing into the pot and inserting. Now you're ready to go to the beach. Remember, you can always fill out the fit form and we can help you determine which kit is best for your chair, or you can book a video call and we'll go over your particulars on a live chat. Thanks for watching.